What up, dog?
What up, what up, what up?
Yeah, it's here, Yeah.
Yeah. That's fucking when we just did the album Tyler album review. The Truth or Dare song was in my head. Just
Yeah.
sing.
Are
Are
you
you
there?
there?
Yeah. I just love it. She goes all around. Harry
So
Penn
catchy.
Smith, Endgame. Ooh, literally. I see why the pen
Honestly.
is in his name now. The Endgame strong.
Are you there? Endgame strong.
But yes, let us get into it as we do. Yeah. In the words of Doja
Yeah.
Cat, get into it. Yeah.
Let's get into it. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Racist Podcast, the podcast where we speak about all things music and popular culture. I'm Carl CNN.
And I'm Dolly.
And today we are giving you a rundown on Beyonce's, well, what we want to hear about Beyonce. I don't even know what we're doing, to be honest. We're talking about Beyonce's new album, Cowboy Carter, Act 2. So she's coming out with a album which we thought to be country because she's released 2 country songs, Texas Holdem and 16 Carriages. And however, she has informed us on her Instagram post, which is the album art, one of the album covers, that it is not a country album, it's a Beyonce album. So, just some background, Beyonce released a song from Renaissance from Lemonade in 2016, or recorded, I should say, called Daddy's Lessons. She sang and performed the song at the Country Music Awards in the same year. Number one, country music is a genre that Black people are, I would say that it originated in it's of Black origin, I'll say that. However, over the years, obviously that's changed a little bit, and now those spaces are not really that welcoming to Black people who sing the music anymore, who sing country music. So Beyonce's performed Daddy's Lessons at the Country Music Awards with the Dixie Chicks, who were blacklisted from the country audience at a time because of their thoughts on George Bush when he was president. The country community was mostly Republican, so they were like, "Why are you speaking out against George Bush?" Instantly cancelled. So Beyonce performing at the Country Music Awards is already controversial in fact, because she's not, or she wasn't a country artist at that point in time. It being a country song, yes. Then also bring out the Dixie Chicks who were cancelled is also like times 10. Like, well, what are we doing here? And I think Beyonce felt very she didn't receive a lot of support from that performance. In fact, she got a lot of backlash. I saw online that a country singer who was in attendance said that somebody said, "Get that Black bee off the stage." That was there. And I was like, oh. So I say this all to say, sorry, I round up quick. I say this all to say that Beyonce produced or recorded the album as a sort of like, it sounds like revenge against the country community in a sense, to show that, this is a space that she will push herself into. She's reclaiming the genre because Black people do sing country music too, and that yada yada yada. So yeah.
Yada 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 yada. Yeah, it's definitely like it's definitely like a fuck you to the moment, definitely. Because
Yeah.
also since she released Texas Hold'em, there's been a lot of blogs and like pages on Instagram and stuff have been showing like a spotlight on Black country music artists, and there's actually a lot, and people don't really think of the genre as being like dominated by Black people. So I think it's actually really clever of her to do this for Act 2, I would say. At first, I thought it was a bit random that she was going country because obviously Renaissance was like what's the genre?
Dance
album.
Yeah.
So it seems a bit random that she's going like country, which is like completely different ends of what Renaissance was. But it's kind of clever. If you like what you just said, like the backstory of it, the whole story behind why she's doing it makes it even more like exciting to hear. I don't think, because I think people think that it's going to be like she said, but people think that it's going to be like a full country album. I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be just a normal Beyonce album, but with like country, like vibes, not like an actual like full country album, I would say. So I think Texas Hold'em was just a teaser of what the album's going to be. I think it's going to sound completely different to Texas Hold'em.
Yeah.
know a lot of people find that song annoying. I don't. I mean, it did well. It was number one.
So you thought that Texas Hold'em was like a sort of intro or like a teaser of what? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be. I think the album's gonna be better than that. I would say because
Mm.
Texas Hold'em isn't. I would agree to say that Texas Hold'em isn't the best Beyonce song ever. No, but I just think it's just a tease of what the album's gonna be. I
Yeah.
would say because 16 characters. I do prefer 16 characters. I'd say.
I think it like it's lyrically and sonically a better song. I guess Texas Hold'em is like a bit more catchy though. I guess in terms of
Yeah.
you know. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What the album cover? I was gonna discuss this because I really thought I liked the way that the horse, as the fans call Rennie the horse. But it was like shiny in the first one. And it was like she's like a proper horse. I was like, is Act Three gonna be like? I wonder what the Act Three is gonna be. I like the fact that she kept the horse theme because it kind of makes it. I don't know, just something about the cohesiveness. It's just like it makes it more grand because it's like the whole Renaissance era and like the acts and stuff. You just tell that she really thought about every single step, and I really like that. Like it's a actual like project rather than an album.
Yeah.
Intertwines. Yeah, so I'm really excited to hear it.
Yeah, I'm also excited too. There's like word that she's basically Dolly Parton mentioned years ago that she wants Beyonce or someone like Beyonce to cover Jolene. And obviously I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston is a cover of a Dolly Parton song. So if Beyonce was to cover like Jolene, it will take it to the 10th hour, like Whitney did with I Will Always Love You. And I think Jolene, Dolly Parton wants that for Jolene too. So I'm intrigued to hear. And Beyonce mentioned that she's collaborated with some amazing, incredible artists. So that will also be exciting to kind of hear in terms of who she worked with. I think there might be a Taylor Swift collaboration on the album. I'm just gonna like.
I don't want it. I don't need it. I don't want
I'm gonna put that out in the stratosphere. But yeah, we'll see.
it.
If that is the case. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see who she works with. Maybe she'll work with like Billy Ray Cyrus. Maybe some real hoedown, throwdown music might come on the album. But I'm not gonna lie, Daddy's Lessons is one of my favorite songs off of Lemonade. I keep saying wanted to say Renaissance. Like I listen to that song now. I listen to the Dixie
You
Chicks.
love that song.
I love it, and I love when she performed at the Country Music Awards. I just thought it was just such a powerful moment in history. It just felt like I know them. A lot of them country folks were just like, "What is this woman doing here?" And then she brought the Dixie Chicks. Like they just probably felt like a double slap in the face. But I thought the way they were singing, it was like a hoedown, throwdown. I was like, "Yeehaw, ride 'em cowgirl!" So yeah, I was here for it all, and I'm here for. I don't really like these songs that she's put out. I'm not the biggest fan of. I'm gonna be to be 100% honest. I do find myself singing "This Ain't Texas" like every once in a while. So
It's catchy.
it's catchy. I can't escape that. So yeah, and I just wanted to highlight like what you. Sorry.
No, you go on.
I just want to highlight like what you said. So yeah, Beyonce's bringing like the light to a lot of like country artists, and I think she's helped people like she's helped their streams as well. So I saw a post on the blogs the other day, and it said that like the streams have increased from a lot of black country music artists. So her kind of stepping into the genre has actually benefited. I feel like she can do this 3-act album touring thing for like the next maybe 3-4 years. So like release an album, next year tour. Yeah, so that will be like 6 years of 3 different releases. And then I feel like she can retire like gracefully, if I'm honest. Is where I think she's headed.
She will after this.
Yeah, I think she's heading there in that direction. Then she'll be more like label head, like manager, artist development person, behind the scenes, producer, that kind of thing.
Hopefully, if she tours again, she comes to Manchester because I'm not going to Edinburgh again to see her. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. What is it about them not coming to But then they're building a stadium now.
Yeah, I think once that's built, they're going to come because they've been like Megan Thee Stallion is going to be performing there on her tour, and I think they've booked up like Harry Styles and stuff. So I think now that it's supposed to be opening next April, not next April, in April, sorry. And so I think when that's built, I think there's people going to start coming to Manchester again. I think they're just waiting for that. I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But, yeah, I'm definitely going to go to the tour again, but yeah, I'm not going all the way to Edinburgh. And also, I want to go to. Actually, I think I want to see her in London because I feel like the London show was way better than.
Yeah, the London shows looked really good. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Like, and then they had Blue Ivy too, so
Mhm.
we got
We literally saw her the first UK show.
literally.
We really just, oh god, that was good though. I actually enjoyed it. But yeah,
It was a good time, yeah, and it was nice because we got to see her before everybody else did, so we kind of knew what to expect, except for obviously her bringing Blue Ivy and other guests like later on in the like tour and stuff. So it was a bit unfair in that sense, but it's alright.
she had a broken foot,
and she was just recovering when we had her, so she wasn't dancing as much. Literally,
Yeah.
so yeah, we literally got
the American leg was so much better.
Yeah, we got the scraps
Like,
essentially.
we got the scraps. Oh god. I just saw. I just sent it to you, but I saw that apparently she recorded the Cowboy Carter before Renaissance.
Yeah,
what do you think about that?
That makes sense when you think about it, because I guess the Country Music Awards and Lemonade was 2016, so therefore she must have got into recording like right after that whole stuff happened.
I wonder what made her, like, obviously she wanted to record a country album, but I wonder what made her like think about this whole act thing and like Renaissance and stuff. It's kind of interesting. I would love to know the behind the scenes of it.
I hope we get something that kind of details that as well, if we haven't already, that we missed somehow, but I don't think we have, because I'm sure we would pay attention to that at least. But yeah, I agree, because I think it's like we like when we first heard about the Renaissance and acts and this and that, 3 acts, we did say that it feels like the end of like an era for her as an artist, like her kind of closing and rounding off in her music. So that's what it did kind of feel like. So yeah, we'll see, I guess.
Yeah. What do you want to see from Cowboy Carter? Also, do you like the name?
I don't really like the name, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't like it either.
Yeah.
I would have loved it to be a bit, I don't know, I just think it's lazy. I think Renaissance was such a good name because it was like
powerful.
It was powerful and it summed up the whole thing very well. I think Cowboy Carter is just like, I don't know, just why did she have to add Carter in there? Just annoyed me.
I know.
No need.
Yeah, I think if she called it something related to like country music, or I mean, she said cowboy, but like I don't know, like even calling the album something about, I don't even know, something about the South or Texas or Houston, Houston something, or Houston Hottie. I don't even know. Like
it's not Houston Hottie.
You could have called it anything. I don't know. I just don't think this was the best title.
No.
But it's Beyonce, so it will be fine. It's always going to be fine with Beyonce. So, yeah.
The biggest question is, do you think we're going to finally get some visuals?
If we haven't gotten the Renaissance visuals, I don't know if we're going to get any country music.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
Like you said, you did say last episode that, or whenever we spoke about it, that you think that at the end of the act, she'll just like put together some sort of anthology kind of thing, which I can imagine happening.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Why not? I think. Also, sorry, I didn't ask you back. Like, you said, what do I want to expect? What do I want to see? Sorry. I want to see. I don't know. I just want to see like fun country music. I don't want it to be too serious. I want to see something like Daddy's Lessons. I would like to see if she covered Jolene by Dolly Parton. I'm excited to see the collaborations that people she's working with. I'm assuming people she's probably never worked with before. And that's it, really. I would like some fun visuals. I think this would have been a great era to have like videos for. So maybe she might. I don't know. But yeah, what do you want to see? Actually, I'm intrigued.
So I'm interested to see the collaborations because Renaissance didn't have that many features. It had 2.
Yeah, and then a few remixes.
And a few remixes. So yeah, I'm interested to see some collaborations from Beyonce. I think most of her albums, I'm looking back, thinking about it, she's not had many features.
Yeah.
It's always just been like Jay-Z, or has she ever collaborated with a female artist on one of her albums?
She's got
apart from Shakira.
She's got there was Missy Elliott's song on her first album.
On the first album, yeah.
Then
but
Shakira, Lady Gaga.
On Lemonade there was no features.
No, but she collaborates in different ways though, innit? Like she'll collaborate, but then have people in the video or like that kind of thing. In opposed to like in opposed to like a feature of them singing or something.
Yeah. What I want to see is I don't want it to be like an album just full of country songs. I want it to be a bit of a mixture.
Mm.
Because obviously Renaissance was a dance album, but it also had obviously it had Plastic Off the Sofa, which was a bit different. Had Virgo's Groove. So yeah, I want a little bit of a mix, not just like fully I was gonna say fully cowboy then, fully country music. But I think knowing Beyonce, she's not gonna just give us a full country album. It's gonna be different. So
it will
yeah,
be.
I'm interested to see what it's gonna be. I would love some visuals, but I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Now that you said that, I do think she's gonna have some nitty gritty country-ish inspired songs on there. Like then you said Renaissance was a blend of different things. I can imagine something like a soldier, but like a country-fied, like southern version. Like there's so much that she could potentially do, and I feel like she could include like some rappers from the south as well on some of the songs too. So there's so much potential. So yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say something else. Did you? I was trying to think of we didn't actually speak about the Renaissance movie. You saw it as well, didn't you? In the cinema.
Yeah.
I thought that was such a good way to wrap up the whole era of Renaissance. Like I remember sitting there in the cinema watching it, and I was just literally like this is like amazing. And the fact that we went to the tour as well, and then like I was just like we was like part of it. And then, even though we watched the whole thing, like the movie is basically pretty much the tour all over again. But I was just sitting there, and I was just so amazed and in awe. And in my cinema as well, like the people were like dancing and singing in the cinema. I was like, gosh. But yeah, I hope that we get something similar to that for Cowboy Carter.
Yeah, same
as well.
Yeah, same here.
Because I think that was such a good way to end it.
I agree. I think what she should do next time is put it on streaming platforms. So I think it'll just be most people have Netflix, so I think she should just get a deal with Netflix or Disney and just literally put the videos on there, because I think that will probably garner her more traction. She'll probably get more money, because I think it did okay in the cinema, but I feel like Taylor Swift's like video cinema thing did better. So I think obviously a lot of people already spent a lot of money on Beyonce's tour and stuff, so maybe like going to the cinema to watch it again wasn't their like biggest priority, maybe, so to speak. But yeah, I agree. A lot of people in my cinema were like singing and dancing as well. Yeah, it felt nice though. I felt like we were like back in the tour when I was there.
Yeah.
So
it was so good.
Nice.
So good.
Yeah. I like the background bits as well. You saw Blue Ivy like a bit more and have a bit more of a personality too. So yeah.
It was nice to see that she goes through like you know how females go through struggles in like the workplace and stuff, and she highlighted the fact that Beyonce herself goes through stuff like that as well.
Yeah, she was
crazy.
To her. I was like, people don't listen to Beyonce.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? It's like,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
it's just nice to see how hands-on she is with all her projects. I think that's what just sets her apart from everyone else.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely.
She's so hardworking. Yeah. Also, this Cowboy Carter, and she's not. I don't think Beyonce is like. She really doesn't care about singles, so I don't really care what she chooses for the next single, because it never. I remember Renaissance. It was supposed to be Church Girl, was supposed to be a single, and then because obviously she released it was Cuff It and then Church Girl, but then Church Girl was never really. It was just not. I don't think she really cares about what the single is or what it's going to be. So
yeah,
I don't really care.
Of all the singles, anyway, that just didn't feel like it was a fun song, but not to be a single, to be honest. With you. So I didn't really agree with that, like as a decision, anyway. So, yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on Miss Beyonce? Oh yeah, Beyonce. That whole thing on Instagram.
That reminds you. So her sash on one of the potential album covers said Beyonce, and I think a lot of people thought, like you said, that it was a spelling error, but apparently that is her mother's maiden name, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Something like that, anyway. And I think I was on watching ITV the other day, and they were talking about Beyonce, funnily enough, and I was like, they were talking about the Beyonce thing, and then the guy correspondent said that apparently that's their name, but then apparently there was a spelling error one time, and then they spelled it Beyonce, and that's how she got her name. And I was like, oh, okay.
So that's so random.
I was like, huh? Like it was like a random ITV This Morning or this Loose Women segment, and I was like, I didn't even know that, but that's what he basically implied, that there was a spelling error somewhere, and that's how the name switched from Beyonce to Beyonce or something. I was like, oh, okay.
Right, let's wrap it up.
No more. Are we gonna add another song?
No, I don't think we need to. Or should we add a
Okay.
new song?
I mean,
maybe.
we did for
We can do.
oh, we did for the Tyler episode though. No,
Huh?
we did for the Tyler episode as well, innit?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. Do you want to add a new song? I don't even have a song to add, to be fair.
Yours is gonna be old as well, so
Oh God, I don't even.
yeah.
Is there any more thoughts about Beyonce?
No, I think I'm okay. I think that's everything, to be honest. So yeah, I'm excited to see what she does. But she's very innovative as a person, so I know it's going to be creative as hell, and we'll have the world jumping and shaking. Yeah,
It's actually so soon. It's crazy.
literally a few days.
The whole. Do you know what? Sorry, just to wrap it up. The whole Renaissance period. It just seemed like it was so long. Like it was such a long time. Like I feel like because it was in 2021, wasn't it? No, 2022. Was that when it was released? 22?
Yeah, 2022. Yeah.
Yeah, and now we're in 24. It's like it literally does. Even though it feels like it was just like last year that she released it, but it's been 2 years. Isn't that crazy?
I think the tour researched our interest. Why am I saying that 3 times?
Our interest.
The tour researched. Wow, sounded very Nigerian. The tour researched our interest in the album. That's why it gave it a new longevity. I'm actually rebuffering as a freshie. Jesus, have mercy, Lord. I interest. I said it 3 times as well. I don't know why I repeated it. This wasn't sounding right.
No, you're right though. Yeah, the tour, like, yeah, it's a clever way of doing it, and I think she, like you said, I think she's gonna do the same thing again, which would be nice.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yes. I think you're closing out.
Yeah. So guys, thank you for listening as always. So as Ollie, well, I don't know if Ollie said in this episode, but if you didn't know, we have different segments now. So we have our rated rundowns, which is our hot topics episodes. We have our rated reviews, which is where we talk about albums. We're gonna have our rated rewinds as well. Throwing that one in there. Where we talk about where we talk about old music and old songs and old albums and stuff. We consider classics or older. And rated watch list as well. Yes, it's going to be like us talking about TV shows, movies, things in the media scene. So yeah, we're trying to like branch out and do more covering, and so you'll have more episodes and more content from us. So yeah, thank you guys for listening as always. If you have any questions or you want us to cover anything in particular, or that can be a TV show now or a film series or anything, please email us at theratedpodcast1@gmail.com. Our Instagram is at The Rated Podcast. My personal Instagram is at CarlCNN.
And I'm at Ollie Vade.
And we will talk at you next time.
We will. Bye-bye.